Previously on Big Brother UMD, 16 new house guests entered the Big Brother game.
But I took sign language in Vermont.
For some, day one was all about making new bonds,
I feel like I had a really good conversation with Liam.
while others already had bonds in the game.
And me and Stephanie know each other.
We are dating.
My brother, he's there.
She is my little sister.
In just moments, the house already started to draw clear lines between the boys and the girls.
We start talking about an all-girls alliance. I'm like, yes.
In the head of household competition, some house guests were voted to have the worst first impressions.
Fiona, you were voted most likely to never win a competition. Justin, you have been voted most likely to be hit by a bus and are eliminated from this competition.
However, the girls made a plan to vote together.
It doesn't matter what it is. We will be voting together.
Their plan worked, and the guys were eliminated from the competition one after another.
Well, you got voted most likely to vote out first, and you're eliminated from this competition.
In the end, Anna was crowned the first head of household of this season.
Congratulations, Anna, you're the first head of household of the season!
After the competition, the players were introduced to the tether twist.
The name on this piece of paper is your tether. Okay. I cannot tell you anything else about it right now.
What alliances will form? What drama will arise? And who will Anna nominate for eviction? It all happens right now on Big Brother UMD.
Toss that shit in.
Yep.
We're walking away. We just finished our first event. They're up there.
How are y'all feeling about it?
Oh my god, I was a little scared of the fire, but other than that,
I really want to know what it is. Like, if the tether is gonna be.
I feel like the way they word it is really good.
Right?
But I wonder if your enemy is also like they got our name.
Right?
I don't.
Everybody feel about their first day?
I really like all of you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everyone's
we'll
really nice.
see. What do you guys think she's thinking about right now?
She's
Like-
thinking.
Like, who do you think? Yeah, like, who do you think Anna is? Like, I really can't. Because it's like really hard. Like, if I was in her position, I don't know.
Okay. Like the first one
I
is the
really don't
hardest
know. It's
because
so
you
hard.
don't know anyone. You just like have to like.
That's why I was really happy when I got eliminated because I do not want to be in her position at all.
I wouldn't want to be in her position either.
I don't know. I
And
feel
like-
like I got along with her, but she got along with everyone. So
Yeah,
She's really nice.
I think she put up people that were
I have a feeling she might do boys,
Probably.
but I don't know.
Okay, do you guys think she's like trying to go for like harder competition or like, alright, goodbye guys. First, walking away from HOH, me, Iskender, and Natalia created a kind of a group. It's not like first sight, just to have someone.
Yeah, I feel like the four of us have like a really good
I really like you guys.
Yeah, same.
Like, I actually really like you.
You guys are.
I would blend in.
And Dom brought up the idea of us like forming something with them, and I just said yes because it was like in the moment and I wasn't like super keen working with them.
Do you guys want to like lock this in?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we can figure out a name later.
Name
Yeah.
later, yeah.
We need a
Like
name.
an Elias name.
No, no.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to do that.
Oh, I'm down.
What's up, guys? So, we have made it official, I guess, that the girls are working together. So, we have a feeling that Anna's gonna nominate two guys. Yeah. I think that would be the best bet.
I would assume it's the guys that she hasn't gotten a chance to fully talk to.
Yeah.
And if I
What would you do?
would do that.
Do a guy?
I would choose like guys who I didn't get to talk to as well.
Okay, so I'm hearing that Becca is coming up with this plan that we're gonna vote out all the guys. So I was pretty much on board with it because I'm like, as long as I have somebody, a group of people that agrees on day one that we're gonna go to the end, I was like, why not? Why would I decide not to work with them? That's it for now. You have anything else to say?
Who's your tether?
Who's mine? Like, who'd I get? I got Iskender, so we'll see. Who'd you get?
I got Josh.
I can tell that she's somebody that I can definitely trust, but that I could also beat in the long run. But what I do wonder now is, are we gonna make this an official final two? What are you thinking?
I got you if you got me.
Okay, that makes it official. Let me take my key out of my hand. It's official, our final two. We solidified our final two pretty much. We shook on it. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm going this way, so.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
See you. So yeah.
I don't know if anyone else has put 2 and 2 together that we're siblings.
Yeah, no one knows we're siblings except for maybe Will, because I'm pretty sure I've met Will before, right?
Oh, really? You have? Did you mention it?
We kind of have a secret alliance under the table. No one knows that me and Liam are related, so we're gonna keep it that way.
Advice for you, Fiona? Remember events that are happening in the show.
Oh yeah, like things you've done, people you've met.
Yeah, like.
Especially whatever that weird dinky thing was at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Alright.
so.
I'm gonna head off this.
Yep, so bye.
I feel like a vlogger.
What do you guys think about a 3-person alliance?
Talked to Anna and Stephanie. Obviously, Stephanie's my girlfriend. She was in on that.
Steven, right away. So assertive. We should make a final 3. And I was even thrown off because I didn't know this was going to be a thing. I mean, obviously, I want it because it's going to guarantee me safety, but I couldn't read how Anna felt from it. I mean, yeah, she was like, yeah, let's do that, but it was really soon. Like, it even threw me off, and I'm in a final 2 with Steven.
Are you creative?
I'm not creative.
I like T-Row or something, even though I'm not even at T-Row.
How about T-Row Brez?
T-Row. I like T-Row Trio, but like.
Oh, T-Row Trio.
T-Row Trio. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do T-Row Trio. All right, we got T-Row Trio out here.
I briefly talked to Steven in the beginning, and then he approached me after I won and talked to me a little bit more. Obviously he was doing that just like because he would do that to anyone who would have won the game.
What do you guys think about the tether thing? Do you think it's like reciprocal or no?
I don't have either of you.
I don't
No, I
either.
don't have
I
you guys
feel like
either.
it's kind of just like randomized and they're like trying to spook us.
Yeah, no. I think it's like.
How could they even give us names when we haven't even formed like strong opinions on each other?
No,
Like,
I don't know him.
Like, they're just trying to shake.
Oh, you have a
something.
I
guy.
have a guy. I'll tell you who it is. I Justin.
Oh, I like Justin. He's the other
I'll tell you guys
psychologist.
who it is.
He's the other
He's so nice.
I'm like, okay, and the first thing I'm thinking of, is it reciprocal, or is Justin my tether and I'm his tether? Like, is it back and forth?
Okay.
Cool. We talked for a while. So
That's good.
Okay.
I think it's not. I don't think it's reciprocal. I think we're all gonna have a random person, and I'm afraid if they go out, you go out with them, or you're all put up on the block next week.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, or
She like I trust her, but like
you haven't talked
I
game,
don't know.
obviously.
I was like watching the last round and she tried voting me out, or she like voted for me. So
Right.
I wasn't sure.
She wanted Becca.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if that was
Right, because you probably talked to Becca more. Did you talk to her a lot?
Yeah, I talked to a good amount of the girls. Like I don't know if I should trust her or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're
that's
gonna have to keep her close if she's like your quote unquote tether, whatever
She's
that
so
means.
she's so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm walking up to Talls from McKilton, immediately just pull up my phone and I start a group chat with all of the girls, we call ourselves the BB Baddies. The BB baddies consist of every single girl in the house. We did not leave one of them baddies out.
Like, is she in on
Exactly. They're the ones, her and I can't remember her name, but the other girl that was next to her.
Stephanie?
Yes, they were the ones that made it up.
Yes. Okay,
So,
we're
so my plan moving forward is to work with all the girls, but a twist is that I will have sub-alliances under the major girls alliance. Our guess is that they're gonna nominate guys,
boy.
but what I said would be smart, so it doesn't throw them off. Is for her to nominate one girl and a guy, and then when it comes veto, she takes one of them off, so it doesn't make it obvious that the girls are working together. So I have a final 3 with Italia and Karen, and a final 2 with Karen.
So then I had like a private conversation with Subo and Karen, and we actually have like a thing together.
This is hard for her.
As long as it's not me, so.
I know, I just hope it's not me, but I'm pretty sure it won't be us.
Yeah, I don't think so. She said she wouldn't, so, but who
Okay,
knows?
good. Hopefully not.
And I feel better with them than all the girls because I know where they're at and I actually like trust them and stuff.
Steven pulls me over and is like, hey, we're gonna get some of the guys together later. Do you want to meet up? And so I said yeah, just because you never want to turn down a meeting or anything.
All right, so I guess this can be all guys alliance sort of thing. Is that fine with you guys?
That's a vibe I sort of got from Steven immediately, was that he was gonna sort of be like a guy's guy sort of thing.
So I do know of girls alliance that has been started, and a person one. Literally all of them. So
oh my god.
I would guess that there's probably gonna
So
be
what
2
is it,
guys
like
going.
8 guys and 6 guys?
I think it's 8 and 8.
8 and 8, okay.
There's a suspicion that we're working to just take out any man. So we just wanted to counter that, and we just created this alliance to defend ourselves from that.
There were like theories about like a girls alliance going around.
Honestly, we should have thought ahead. Maybe like start voting out like when they're paired up with a man.
And if the girls create something, like we will have something too, not just like all the guys being alone.
So Anna is on HOH, right?
Yeah.
And I talked to her a little bit. She didn't tell me about the all person thing, but I just all girls thing. I overheard that from someone else, which I won't disclose. But yeah, I think they're all working together, and it's gonna be pretty hard to beat.
He was really trying to make it like a guys versus girls thing that first week, and saying that like, you know, if one of us gets some power, we need to make sure we get out a girl.
So first of all, 2 guys are probably gonna go this week.
That kind of made me like a little nervous about him. I didn't really want to get involved in anything like that so early, especially. So it felt kind of dangerous there, but I was just kind of going along with it mainly.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna be bad. Like if
yeah,
you go
why
up,
is it
if someone goes out, I think
I got a
you might
guy.
get dragged down.
I think it's 2 things. Either tether
What is
or
yours
like
guys?
guys.
So all of us we got guys.
All of them said theirs was a guy. Now at this point, I knew that Stephanie's tether was Will, because I had talked to her, obviously, and she told me that hers is Will.
I know who has you as a tether.
Who is it?
It's a girl.
Okay.
But is yours a girl?
No.
Okay. Then it's definitely not. It's not reciprocal. I can't tell you who like comments are winning, but that means that they're probably gonna try to protect you.
And so I was hoping Will would say that his is a girl. Now he said his is a guy, which could mean that maybe it's not reciprocal for everyone, but I'm way more inclined to believe that he is lying.
It's either going to be if something bad happens to them, something bad happens to you, or that you have to get rid of them. I think there's only 2 possibilities.
Right. And you have to get rid of them before you.
I would have thought the broken bonds thing means that you have to cut them.
Right.
I think it makes
I don't
no
know
sense.
how that works though.
Either you have to vote them out, or you have to be
something bad
HOH
happens.
and get them out, something like that.
Oh, you know what might happen? It might work as like if you get down to 8 and your tether's not gone, you have to like duke it out. Although it's hard.
Feeling from what I've heard that like when it like gets down to like 8 people or less people, it's like you against your tether basically, so you have to be in and your tether has to be out. Only one of you will go through the future. That's what I think.
If we want, we can set up a group message like on text. Will you guys respond to that more readily? text message.
Yes, but we also don't want to like
show them the text message.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's called the NES study group.
yeah, we could do it.
No, I already have it in the NES.
Okay, let's do anyone saying bio?
I started the alliance, the bio study group with him.
Sure.
Let's do bio. That'll be our team name too. Bio study group. What do you think of bio study group as our team name? Alright, let's do it.
Obviously, I don't the biggest allegiance to them. I think my bigger allegiance is with Anna, Stephanie.
On day 1, the players were introduced to the tether twist. Let's see them try to figure out what that means.
Everyone I talk to mentions the tether twist because we are all trying to figure out how it's working. There's a lot of theories.
Because I was originally very convinced that it was like gonna be, if you get rid of your person, it's a good thing for you and you get like a reward. But I feel like it all could also just be if the reverse person gets evicted.
I had a conversation with Will. He thinks that the tether twist is when someone's tether gets evicted, it's actually that person, like the other person that gets evicted.
Like, do you think it's like the reciprocal thing?
I think it is. I think it's reciprocal. I think, like, let's say, like, my person's name is Brittany. I think Brittany would have me.
Yeah, like that's what I thought too, but someone was trying to tell me that mine was a girl, but mine was a guy that I got. So that wouldn't make sense. So
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
I don't
about
think it's a
that.
gender thing. I think it's just like,
Well, no, I just meant like reciprocal. Like, well, that would, because if that was true, it would mean my person doesn't have me.
oh.
That's a scary theory because we don't know if everyone's tether is mutual still. And I am just freaking out about it.
I don't know. The only way to like know is to like confront the person that you have and then ask them if
Yeah.
they have you. But like, I don't want to do that because like if it's a bad thing.
It's funny because everyone else brings the tether twist up to me, but I don't bring it up to anyone else. I mean,
How do you feel about the whole tether?
I have predictions as to what I think it is.
Okay.
I have a couple of ideas on as to what I think it is. My prediction is that it kind of be the longer you stay in with your tether, like if you're the last tether remaining, then you get a big advantage. That's my one prediction.
Okay.
My other prediction is if you're the first tether to be separated, then you get like a massive disadvantage. But then my other theory is you can't vote out your tether. Those are like my 3 theories that I have going on. So I think if you're like the first person to vote out your tether, you get like a really big advantage because of the fact the name of the season is Broken Bonds. I think that could be a possibility because hey, you broke your bond first, and so you get an advantage or something.
The whole thing is breaking bonds.
Yeah.
You would think like that is your bond.
Yeah.
Now, do you think it's reciprocal? Have you talked to yours?
I haven't talked to mine yet.
Okay.
She asked me, have you talked to your tether? And I should have said, no, not yet, as I'm talking to my tether. Which I thought was kind of funny that I was just like, no, I haven't talked to my tether while I'm fucking talking to mine.
Talk to Justin. Obviously, I wanted to get Justin as close as I can.
Also, what do you think about this tether thing? Like, what do you think it means?
I don't know, because
Is your tether a girl or a guy?
it's a guy.
It's a guy, okay.
What about you?
It's a guy. And I might regret this, but I'm gonna tell you who it is.
Okay.
You're my tether.
You're mine.
We're the same?
Yeah. That was like a possibility in my head because the season is called Bond. It has the word bonds in it, so that makes me think like pairs could be a possibility. So I wasn't shocked when I figured out it was reciprocal.
Wait, we're the same? Wait, I don't think that's normal. I don't think.
Really? Did not everyone get that?
I don't think so because I know someone else. I know who's tethered to Will. It's a girl. And
Okay.
Will said he's tethered to another guy. He could have been lying, which
Yeah.
would make sense.
That was really big news to us. We know that ours is reciprocal. Now, we don't know if that's random, lucky, unlucky, but we both kind of agreed that even if it is bad, maybe we can work around it for as long as possible.
So we're tethered together.
Yeah.
This could backfire because it could mean that we have to turn against each other because this is called breaking bonds. Which would suck. But it also could mean that if you go home, like it fucks me or something. Like I get on the block as like a third nomination.
Well, because at first I was excited because I was like, oh, I really like him. I think this will be good. But then I was like, what if it means I have to?
Right. And I didn't think I was your tether, or I didn't think you were mine. I didn't think I was your tether. Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was reciprocal, but that's good to know. At least we're on the same page with that.
I hope the tethers mean something positive, mean that I have to work with this person because I like Steven and I want to work with him as much as possible.
I am nervous that I'm going to have to do a head-to-head with him, where I think I could win if it was anything physical, but mental comp, it's hard to say.
It would be really hard for me to turn on Steven, but if there's no other choice, then I have to do what I have to do.
I got approached by Justin first. He contacted me and reached out to me like literally a few hours after. And he was like, it was so great meeting you, like I want to meet up, and I was like, perfect.
I mean, I was like really excited when you won because I was like, okay, we had a really good conversation, I feel comfortable.
Yeah, literally, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got along very well, I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad you like approached me so quickly, that made me feel like great.
He was very genuine in conversation, like right away he was like, I really like you, like you seem like such a nice person, like all this stuff, which I really, really liked. Like he wasn't just trying to like kiss up to me and be like, since you're the HOH, like I want to form an alliance. Like he was more like making a genuine like connection with me rather than like I want to form an alliance.
So did you like, was there anyone else you felt like really comfortable with?
Yeah, and so I spoke with Steven, and
Steven's really nice.
Steven, I really like him. He's really cool. And then 2 hours later, I met up with Stephanie. I really like her.
Okay, yeah, Stephanie's great.
She's
nice.
amazing.
We had great conversations too.
Yeah. I mean, we both were like, feel comfortable with you.
Yeah.
And we were thinking maybe like me, you, Stephanie, and Steven. We were thinking we could do like a final four.
I feel like that could work.
Good first impression, Justin. He was so sweet. He was very nice to me. Very like willing to talk and like was very open, and I felt like right away I could trust him.
We're live at Starbucks. Do you want to explain the message you just got?
So, Anna is head of household right now, and we're discussing.
Oh, I got another group.
Yeah, but I really like Stephanie, but she is meeting up with a lot of people.
We have a feeling that Dom is a really big threat right now, both mentally and physically. And he just texted me about what my opinions are for Big Brother.
I think you should text him and be like, what do you think of Anna being head of house?
I definitely want to text him.
Okay, do that.
And Dom hasn't approached me yet, which was weird because I don't know why he would approach Stephanie but not me because I'm HOH. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
I'm excited to tell, what do you think about Anna being head of household? Perfect.
And then I talked to Will. I had a good conversation with Will. I had Atalia Shabumi, and me and Stephanie had some good conversations in the beginning. Yeah, I also had a conversation with the Skinder. The conversation wasn't really that great.
So I have the evidence that you may not like know much about the game, and so I'm gonna try for you.
Okay, thank you.
It wasn't really like getting to know me or like having a genuine conversation. It was more like, this is how the game works. Like, you can't win head of household 2 weeks in a row.
How the game works is there's an HOH. Nominates 2 people, and HOH will not be like an HOH cannot compete for HOH.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, I knew that. And I was kind of like, okay, like, I know that. I just wanted, like, you asked me to have a conversation with me and now you're like explaining the game to me, which I didn't really like at all.
Next day, day 2, I meet with Atalia and Karen at McKeldin.
Okay, so wait, how will we start?
Tell me the tea. Tell me the
Okay, yeah, so yesterday I was in the dining hall and then I saw one of the boys.
Talia goes, tea, there is tea.
He was like, yeah, like, I heard stuff, like there's stuff happening. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, let's talk. And then he was like, yeah, I heard there's like an all-girls alliance. And I was like, oh snap. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, because I don't know if he heard it or if he was like talking to someone else, but he was like, I overheard Stephanie talking about an all-girls alliance.
What? My name? What do you have against me? Like, I am not stupid. I know this game. I never would have said that out loud.
So who is this person? His name, Skinner. Whatever.
I'd rather work with the girls than him, and because there's more numbers with the girls. So I went and told Stephanie that Eskinder said that we had an all-girls alliance.
I found out that Eskinder was gossiping amongst the guys and the girls. So I knew gossiping so early in the game would be kind of a disadvantage.
That is obviously a very big target that I need out of this game for my own personal game.
That is so interesting that he told you that, because he promised me safety when we were playing in the HOH.
What the heck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yes.
Stephanie told me that Eskinder like guaranteed her safety or something during the HOH competition. So I was just really confused why Eskinder would go around talking about Stephanie when Eskinder guaranteed her safety and also like Stephanie guaranteed him safety.
He asked me, do you know about the all-girls alliance? And I was like, and so the way it was like, you know how like all the girls went one way after?
Yeah.
And then I went like a separate way because I was meeting with one of my friends and I was like, I don't know, they probably didn't tell me about it yet because all the girls went one way and I didn't follow the girls.
You just threw everybody under the bus. She was like, yeah, like all the girls went like that way and I went in a different direction. Like, I don't know, like there might be one, but I'm not in it. I'm like, what? Like, you just threw everybody under the bus.
So, I don't know.
Obviously from this point on, I need Eskinder out of the game. I'm finding out what people think about him, if people see him as a threat, if people talk to him, and obviously I needed to put it into Anna's head.
So tell him your tea.
Yeah, I heard there was tea and I had to find out.
Okay. So I immediately said, Anna, we need to meet up. And she was like, oh, can we invite Justin? And I was like, sure. At this point, Steven, Justin, Anna, and we confirmed an alliance. And then, I talked to
Danny,
Italia.
right?
No, I talked to Italia.
Oh, Italia.
Yeah, and she came up to me and she was like, so I saw Skinner last night in the dining hall or whatever, and he told me that you started a girl alliance. And I was like, so you're assuming there's a girl alliance and you're assuming I did it? Why is my name in your mouth?
Right.
What did I do?
Right.
First of all, there's not a girl alliance. Second of all, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, so Skinner likes to talk.
We don't know if Skinner's telling other people that like Stephanie's starting off this drama.
I mean, it's not that much of tea. I just had a conversation with Skinner and it wasn't really that great.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he just kind of like mansplained the whole game to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'll help you.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll get you far in the game. I know you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah.
he thinks you need him. Like,
yeah.
You won an HOH comp.
I know. And then he was like, by the way, like you can't win next week. Like you can't win HOH. I was like, yeah, I know. Like, it was just like really weird.
That's bizarre.
It wasn't a great conversation, but
yeah.
She already had this red flag in her head, and I had this red flag in my head, and I was like, bye, Iskander.
Who?
A Skinner.
Did you say that?
If your hair is like the last tether remaining, I think you get a big advantage.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan.
Same. I love Big Brother. Skinner was like talking about like Stephanie and stuff.
Danny, Becca, and I met, and we confirmed the alliance.
So cute. Okay, so I just met with Will. Me and Will just met at McKilden, and basically, like, I mentioned like who you getting along with, who would you see yourself like aligning with, and he specifically mentioned like just you two. Like he was like, I really got along with.
So interesting because I'm talking to Will tonight. Like we haven't even talked.
He was just like, you seem to like be really bubbly and outgoing, and he was like, I really think we would get along.
At this point, I'm still kind of up in the air with Will. However, I think I do want to work with him because, you know, keep friends close and closer.
Good.
Yeah, I feel really good about that.
Super comfortable with that. Like super comfortable.
And I didn't get any sketchy vibes from Will either. He's a very genuine kid.
Seems very like straightforward. I said something about how like I don't like to lie. Like I'd rather just like walk away.
Literally, we said
I would
that.
rather walk away
Literally,
than
we said
like
that.
lie to you.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm the same way. Like don't like to lie to people. So I felt like he was being like super genuine, super upfront.
Yeah. I like the idea because I know that Will is in that guy alliance. He could definitely be a good person to have on both my side and Steven's side. However, I did not make this clear to Becca and Danny because I didn't want them to know that he is in another alliance.
And I also think it's smart because like not to be gendered, obviously it's 2021, but I think like the girls naturally kind of like talk to some of the girls and the guys naturally kind of talk to some of the guys.
This is something I brought up with Will earlier, is I feel like if we're going to make an alliance, it needs to be a coalition across gender and class.
Yeah.
Because I feel like having an alliance or whatever based solely on gender and class is going to fall apart quickly, and I think you need to have a coalition or like a mixture of both to keep it like cohesive. Like me, Becca, and Stephanie are supposed to have like a senior alliance going, which like I like. Like don't get me wrong, I think it's great and I like the group. But I said it in my meetings, like I want to have a coalition that bridges across class and also gender, and like I want it to like bridge across that because like it's kind of superficial to base it off of one thing.
So basically, he was just like, those are like the two people I would feel like good about. And then he was like, I'm a junior. It's kind of like the upperclassmen, like the older people. So I was like, yeah, I like love those two. I would love to work with them. So like in my head, I was just like, final four. You know what I mean?
I fuck with that. I trust those people the most because I feel like they're the most genuine, and those are people who I would legitimately want to go as far as I can with.
The Girls Alliance is off to a strong start during week 1, but not all the players are off to as strong as a start. Let's go check in and see what's going on.
Steven. I have a lot of thoughts about Steven.
I'm suspicious of Steven.
I'm just really sketched out by Steven.
Is there anyone else that you think like you don't want to see going forward that you think's a really strong player?
I just didn't feel like our conversation was very genuine. It was very like game body.
I haven't had many really good conversations with people this week. Like there's not a lot of people I trust.
I couldn't trust him because like I just met you.
He brought up how he wanted me to be like his like number one.
What do you think about like working together? Under the radar?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be like open about it. Like I don't want anyone to know.
He said that no one would see us working together because we're like two really different people.
I'd like to work with you. I don't think anyone would expect it.
Steven talks down to me.
If my name comes up in their mouth, you can be like, oh, I don't think he's like a target. He seems super nice. That, this, and that. You don't think I'm a threat. You can call me, say I'm down, whatever you want.
I feel like Steven thinks I don't know what I'm doing.
And then I'll do the same thing for you because I talked to quite a few people.
He's kind of meeting with everyone, kind of getting lots of different alliances going.
Just keep that in mind that you could go up, and if you do, like I will play for you if you get a chance to ask his choice. I have no reason to target you. You have done no reason to give me mistrust.
He's trying to get information out of me, but I didn't give it to him.
You scare me a little with your history major. Mental comp, remembering.
He said to me, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of scared of you, so I want to keep you in.
That's why those people I'm trying to keep close more than anything, so that's why I'm glad you reached out.
Why are you telling me this?
if like my name's in their mouth, like, oh, I haven't talked to him, this and that, like, oh, I did talk to him briefly, he seems like really trustworthy.
Yeah.
And you can even say like, oh, he told me, even though I didn't, he told me all the targets, like you weren't in his mouth, this and that, and then I can do the exact same thing for you.
So every time he says something or suggests that I do something, I repeat it right back to him, and I'm like, so I should do this, like you said, I should do this, this, and this, and I repeat it, and he's like, yeah, do that, and I'm like, yeah.
And that way, while we don't have like a final two or anything, like we can like get to jury pretty easily together. Just like by working two different sides of the house, and no one would suspect it.
He's not meeting with me because he wants to be like power duo. He's meeting with me because he wants everyone to like see him as a powerful person in the house and feel a social connection to him.
Okay, so I think that Steven's like a lot because
and he looks like he'd be good in athletic challenges.
Yeah.
And he's like a psychology major or something.
Yeah.
Steven.
Oh my gosh. Well, I manipulate people.
I'm very afraid of Steven at the moment.
I'm definitely watching out for Steven. He definitely backstabbed me later on if he got the chance. So
I can't tell if there's like alliances already happening or anything.
Me
I haven't heard about any.
So scared of
I haven't heard about any. Like, is there something happening?
Alex and I get on pretty well.
I don't know. I feel like in the show, like if you don't know about the alliance, it's because you're not in it.
Yeah, I feel like because there always is one.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
There's always
like,
one. I don't know.
Has it not formed yet, or is it just like happening around me?
I don't know. I'm really scared.
I suggest to Alex that we start like an alliance, and like I talk to him and everything, and so that happened pretty early on.
I don't know. I feel like maybe all the girls might go for something because they all see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It would make sense because I feel like there's like.
I heard because during Atali's meeting, she said she met with Karen and Stephanie at the same time. So I was like a little like, what's happening there? What's happening? Is there something? Is there something happening?
Kind of talked about how we felt in the game so far. I think we're both kind of, I don't know, not really sure where we fit into the game right now. So we're both trying to figure it out. But he seems really nice going forward.
I don't see myself being like boys alliance because I feel like that's cringy.
Steven messaged me. He like mentioned that someone had reached out to him about a boys' alliance, but I was also not contacting about a boys' alliance. So there is 9 boys, so I guess it makes sense if there was. They wouldn't ask all 9.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I assume it's all like the.
Yeah. The birds.
That's what I assume, but I'm not sure if that's even a thing.
Alex and I feel like we both kind of are just trying to float through, not necessarily like coast by, but kind of float through this first week, trying to not stir up any drama, but also trying to make sure we aren't getting put up as like an easy replacement option.
Yeah.
We can't let it come down to boys versus girls, because I don't think we're gonna come out on top of that.
No.
We have to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, I want to like work with people.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
Because I think they're competent.
Yeah.
Alex warns me that I should really try my best to talk to Anna, because Anna heavily implied that it's easiest for her to put up people that don't know, like that she does not know well.
I'll definitely reach out to Anna though.
Yeah.
Definitely. Get your little time in.
My 5 minutes.
Or at least make her feel bad for not meeting with you. And then she won't put you up.
So I met with Anna. I think it went pretty well, our conversation. We were talking about kind of, first of all, just like, keeping me off the block, but also, what she's planning to do. I know everyone's probably reaching out to you because you're the HOH, which I am also, because I don't want to go home.
Yeah.
But also you seem...
Well, I'm glad you admitted that.
Yeah, but I mean, you also seem like someone that's like...
Yeah.
I see you going far.
Thank you.
I want to ride the coattail.
Thank you.
Up to the top. But also you're the HOH. I don't want to go up.
No.
So
I had a conversation with Alex at the end of the day, and I was very confused because he said he talked to Steven the night before, and Steven approached him and said that he wanted to form an alliance with him and said that no one would expect it. So I think Steven's trying to make a lot of alliances and a lot of friends to get him far in the game.
my biggest fear is the boys, especially if there's a boys that doesn't involve me. I'm a little
No, I
scared.
don't know why they would do that. So he mentioned there being a boy thing?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, some of the boys reach out to me. I don't know what that means, but
Okay. some of the boys reached out to me, so they want to form a boy alliance. But it's weird because the boys outnumber the girls, so.
Yeah, I don't. Do they? Is it?
By one, I think.
Oh my god.
Come to the girl side. If it's
I
boys
put-
versus girls, we can play that game.
Honestly, I feel like mixed is the best way to go.
Yeah.
A little mixed.
Yes.
She also seems to be afraid of like the guys, maybe. But I'm not sure what she's gonna do with that.
What do I do about the Steven situation? Do I trust Steven? I don't know if he just wants to get far. I don't know if he's just trying to use me. Because when it comes down to it, he might just be like, bye, Anna.
I don't know if that's someone I should trust or if that's someone that's a threat to me, but he also has tons of alliances, so that's one decision I have to make if that's a smart one, but
Steven out the first round. That would be insane.
No, that's a move.
That would be a kind of a power move.
Might need to scoot up a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's facing too much towards me.
All the girls met up minus Anna, and we just planned for the future of the game.
Yeah.
One big thing though that I want us to remember is like if we want to keep like the idea of girl alliance out of people's mouths, we definitely can't keep putting up boy.
Yeah.
So
Especially if we all know that we're good, I mean this season of Big Brother is like a clear example.
So look. If we
we
put up one boy and then we have one girl and then that's how it is like on Thursday night.
Yeah.
If all the boys try to save the boy, they'll still have
That's
the
what I'm
vote.
saying. We have to start that
we have
after
to-
this week.
Yeah.
We said that we don't want to make it obvious that we're working together, so what we plan on doing is to even it out, put up a guy this week, and then next week hopefully one of us will win. We're gonna win that one again hopefully, and then the next weeks after that we have to start putting up some girls, one girl, so that we have the numbers, because we realize if next week we put up, if a guy wins, then we're outnumbered.
Oh, what was the tea that you had?
Oh yeah.
Because I wasn't here in the building.
Yeah, so I was in the dining hall and then I saw a scanner to try to him. Literally, I've been seeing these people everywhere when I haven't even seen them before in my life. So I saw him at the dining hall and then that day after the HOH competition, said hi to him. He came up to me and was like, yeah, I know there's like an all-girls alliance. I was like, oh really?
Atalia tells us that the tea is that a Skinder came up to her to let her know that there is an all-girls alliance, which, great job figuring out a Skinder, but that's why you're going home.
I was just kind of like, yeah, they probably didn't tell me about it yet. I didn't like agree or like deny, because if he heard there was an all-girls alliance and me denying me was just like a blatant lie, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I probably didn't hear about it.
Atalia told a Skinder that she doesn't know if there is or isn't, but might have heard Stephanie saying something about it. And she told that to all of us with Stephanie in the room. So Atalia is a BB baddie, but she's on the outskirts of the BB baddiness.
Like, I don't know how far we're gonna go as like a unit of girls, because obviously like we're all making connections and stuff like that, and we're a big group. But I feel like for the first week she would be like, you know, down to keep that going.
I would want us to go far. Like, say it could be like us till all the night. I mean, that would be hard, but I feel like that would be the best bet to stick together.
Strong competitors in this group.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how far we go together or like how loyal we are together, because Becca brought up how we might not even like, it might not even be all girls at the end, so I feel like it's probably not gonna be that strong.
So if one of you guys went HOH, which 2 boys did you put up?
I know my two.
Oh my god, no.
I feel like just initially like meeting everyone, because obviously things are gonna change this week, like the more conversations we have. But like right off the bat, like introductions, I feel like my
first two would be like Dom and Liam,
They think my brother's a threat.
just because they were like
The aerospace guy.
the aerospace engineers, and like
Both of them
I
are
made
aerospace.
yeah, and I made a joke like, oh, you guys are in like the same classes together, and they like looked at each other and they were like, no. So I was like, I think you are.
Yeah, way to pick up on that.
Yeah, and they both seem like pretty athletic, you know what I mean? Like could do some damage, and if
They're
they're
just
already
tall.
connected,
Yes.
they're tall.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep him in the game as long as I can, and I'll probably maybe let him know about that.
We're having good conversation, it's coming to a close, and all of a sudden, I look over at Fiona and she gets a phone call. And I look on her phone because I'm a nosy bitch, and it says Liam on it. I bet you that's Liam from BB. I bet you it is. And I was like, I saw them talking together a lot. They had a really good first connection on the first day. And she just got a phone call from him. You're not supposed to do that. They're working together. I know it. I know it.
I guess I'm next.
Yeah.
I'll head there.
Alright. So, I tell Becca this. I'm like, Becca, let's go pee. And so we were like, yeah, bathroom, yay. And so we went to the bathroom. I'm like, Becca, this is what just happened. She's like, I fucking knew it. I knew it. And I was like, I don't trust any of these girls except for you. And she was like, same, literally same.
The people I'm considering nominating are
Eskinder, the conversation wasn't really that great. Steven, because he's trying to form like a lot of alliances with people, which could be a very big threat to like the game for me. Dom, like he could have reached out and then it would have just saved him. Like it's not like I could have been like, oh, we didn't have a good conversation. Like he just straight up didn't reach out to me.
Hello everyone! This is the nomination ceremony. It is my responsibility as the head of household to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. The first house guest I have nominated is Dom. The second house guest I've nominated is Eskinder. I have nominated Eskinder and Dom because Eskinder, I didn't feel like the conversation was as great, and Dom, I didn't talk to. This nomination ceremony is complete.
I did not expect it. She really had, other than Eskinder, nobody else to nominate because there just really wasn't anything. So she nominated me because she thought I was athletic, supposedly.
Whoever's telling you to put me up or giving you hints to put me up is not really thinking in your perspective, because you won't be in HOH next week, and people with maybe that didn't like the nominations, that may be upset by the nominations, will probably come after you.
Anna has nominated Dom and Eskinder for eviction. Who will win the first power veto of the season, and will it be used to save either Dom or Eskinder? And who will be the first house guest evicted of the season? Find out next time on Big Brother UMD.